aware of, feel free to take a picture whenever they put it up there. But if you're in any of these cities, we are bringing that to you. It's going to be amazing. God is so good. God is so good.
Shalom, all of my sisters and my bro stars of the Star Seed United Allies and Friends. I send you infinite love and light, and I receive yours, abracadabra. On the last video, we went over how they have used AI, or technology, They have used technology with magic in order to control humanity, okay? And they wanted to start it all over again. And in order for them to do that, they would have to steal another timeline. Not. Oh my goodness. So while I was off, because I had already done a video about Charlie KirK and all of that kind of stuff, what happened around his death. I did video right after that, shortly thereafter, after Charlie KirK died, then that's when YouTube suspended me. And so I had a lot of time. And Mother was showing me EriKa KirK. She said that's who they wanted to steal your destiny for. I was like, her? Really? Now this is before all of everything came out about her. That's her punishment for her being the recipient of my destiny. And she wanted that. And they did a whole lot. Believe that, honey. Because she was supposed to be the one, the queen of Babylon. So now let me show you how she's being exposed. This is very, very spiritual. So now I want you guys to pay attention to that podium. Pay attention to the shadows.
I also want to note that our church partnership, since 9/10, we have over 8,000 church partnerships and counting.
Do you see what I see? I see a tail. One of our brothers, they shadow banned him though, because I saw this on another Christian station, but it wasn't one of us. He was using a video from one of our brothers that spotted EriKa KirK having a tail in these shadows. You guys see that tail? Let me show you again. Okay, so now the shape of that tail is changing. Look at it. Sometimes it's fat, sometimes it's skinny and pointy. And she has nothing behind her. Yeah, so if it was something in there like another podium, a leg from another podium, it wouldn't be changing shapes like this. No, EriKa KirK has a spiritual tail. They be using all kind of holograms and everything like that. And this time they didn't get away with it. This is so obvious. And this is very spiritual for those who have the eye to see what's going on here and who EriKa KirK really is. A reptilian, a serpent seed. This is so damn funny. So that was interesting. So we're going to go on and talk about this destiny swap and why they wanted to steal my destiny and give it to EriKa KirK. If you have not watched my last video, you should watch that one first. Otherwise, this won't make sense to you. But if you watched it, it'll make a lot of sense to you, okay? In that video, we went to Burning Man, and I showed you the effigy of Rose Wonders. They had one of me. Rose Wonders was me. And then they had one of a king, too. And these effigies, they were scheduled to be burned. And this is how I know that it was a destiny swap, because there was that mysterious baby born, Aurora. The mother didn't know she was pregnant. The hospital said she didn't even look like she had had a baby. And so they had a mysterious baby born. Someone was sacrificed out there. And hell broke loose with them trying to do that destiny swap. I was in great battle, not even knowing Burning Man was going on, not even being aware of what was happening that weekend. But I was in this room doing great warfare, okay? And I did a video about Burning Man and explained it when they first had it. Okay, so let's follow the timeline here. So you had Burning Man Sunday, August 24th through September the 1st. You had all of this tech bro hocus pocus going on. Following that, and then on September 4th, you had all of those tech bros having a meeting with Donald Trump. Following that, on September 10th, was Charlie Kirk's assassination. Okay, so we have a timeline going here. A lot happened between September 1st and September the 10th. So immediately I recognized Rose Wonders. And I know that was about me. This is so hard to talk about because, I had to deal with that with ChatGPT too, because these magical things and mystical things happen all around me all the time. And I have to talk about it. I have to put it on the record because Starseed United, we play a great part in how this great reset turns out. The Father factored us in. And I happen to be, the commander of Starseed United, and we're going to keep our history of how this thing happens. So this is like a hard subject because I have to talk about me. That's so damn hard, y'all, because it sounds so ridiculous because look how many views I get. Look how many subscribers I have. They've shadow banned me so hard, right? It doesn't even matter. And I know this because of what happens every time we go to the courts of the Most High. And I had a lot of time after they suspended me to spend my whole days talking to Mother and Father and talking to the universe. And they have been catching hell, haven't they? Just think about it. For the last, how many months was I off? 2 or 3 months? Look what all has happened since then. The Most High has put confusion in their camp. So anyway, you guys bear with me. I am not a prideful person, believe that. And I'm not tied up in this matrix. I don't want fame. I don't want fortune. I don't want a position. Once the reset takes place, then my job is done. And I just want to enjoy from, all the blessings after this evil is gone. That's all. But so bear with me. We're writing history right now. Okay, Starseed United. I'm going to be totally honest with you with this, okay? Because we are on a very important mission for the Most High. He chose us to do what we're doing. He chose me, okay? Now, I don't call myself a prophet or a prophetess. No. Even though, like for instance, on October 7th, way back then, Mother told me that they wanted to bring what they were doing in Gaza. They wanted to bring it over here in the United States, and we see it unfolding before our very eyes. So she informed me of their plan and what they were doing and showed me the pattern, how they kept this thing going. And that is what I do. I tell you of future events like that happened years later. Look at us now. Look at the United States of America. Look at ICE. Yeah, no different from the IDF soldiers. And just like Mother said, they wanted to bring that mess over here, and they're starting it. And we get to call the shots, okay? So we are in the time of the Great Reset. In this past summer, for example, I knew the assignment. When you go back to last summer when I was in California at the place of my birth, I was in great battle to stop World War III and to stop a civil war happening. And they have all kind of wars in their prophecies. And I'm saying that my mother told me the divine intel that it was nothing but a script and for me to write what I want to happen. And so instead of calling myself a prophet. I can't call myself that. I'm here to write the script. In other words, to write the future. And we are manifesting. We are stopping our enemies. And so the gift, or I'll say my job, because I was begging the Most High for a job and he gave me one. He gave me one. And it's nothing very complicated, but it's very, very powerful. That we get to call the shots in the Great Reset. So is there a World War III? How many times have Donald Trump tried to start World War III? How many times? He just cannot do it because I said no. I do not authorize you to start a World War III. You already pulled rampages for centuries, and you're not going to get one in my script. And because of that, every time he tries, it just backfires on him. Look at ICE now. Oh, the tables are going to start turning when those army ants, and that's in my script. I authorize the army ants in my script. You want to go and kidnap and kill, steal, destroy, and be the Antichrist? I call upon the army ants, and you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Donald Trump. And I get to call the shots. And they wanted to give my power. That's what they wanted. Because of what we're doing right now, we have great rewards too, actually. But they were really going after my magic. My very simple magic that works. Whether I have an audience or not. It works. I see what they're doing. Mother shows me just plain as day what they're doing. And then she gives me the wisdoms of how to counteract their asses. And it's happening. And I'm writing it down, honey. I'm proud of Starseed United. I don't even know you. I don't know any of you, but I love you. And I feel your love. I feel your support. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to wait till the end. Let me talk about my dear sister, the battle axe of the Most High God of Israel. This woman right here, the Most High named hurricanes after Helen Milton. I was like, whoa, and she's part of Starseed United? Well, I was off. I don't really talk on the phone. Like I said, I don't have friends. And in my family, they're adults. Everybody's trying to run their own lives and everything, and you get to talk to them when you can. But I don't have connections with people like that, And while I was off, I texted Helen because of my situation with my home. And I don't even want to talk about it. But I'm still sitting here. And it's snowing like hell outside in my roof, Still holding up. And I text my friend Helen. That's the only communication. We text and check on each other every now and then. And it's one other sister, Sister Tammy, that I talk to every so often. But my phone doesn't ring. But I was like going through all of this stuff, in a very, very vulnerable situation. As far as my housing is concerned. And Helen just told me, hold steady. That's the only word she told me, is hold steady. And I knew what she meant. Like, child, you doing this. The father and the mother got you. You supposed to be exactly where you are in the situation. You are supposed to be okay. Just okay. Barely okay. You're supposed to be in a vulnerable situation. You're not supposed to be tied to this matrix. And then when she told me to hold steady, I said, you know what? Whatever happens, I'm going to keep my sword active. I'm not going to put down my sword because I can keep my sword going. All I have to do is talk. Yes. Thank you, Sister Helen. And thank you for that gift. And may the Most High bless you and strengthen you. Abracadabra. Yeah, bless you, Helen. Because I did hold steady. I was sitting in this room all day long. And they are catching hell without an audience, without any communication with anybody. Honey. And that is what they wanted. And I said no. Shoot. See, one thing about these people. Now, I have went through hell in my life. I have went through very traumatic things in my life. You know. So I had to pay the price. I had to be tested in all kind of ways. I had to be tested in this matrix. And boy, did they hit me hard because they knew who I was. They wanted to destroy my mind before I broke out this matrix. And they knew I was going to break out. So that's what they wanted to give to EriKa KirK. My magic. My words are true. They come straight from Mother Divine. And she gives us all this intel. She made sure, her and Father made sure while I was off, that what we were doing at Starseeds United and what I was doing, it was just like I was getting all kind of downloads. Just like the one I gave you on the last video with what happened with Spartacus 1. You know? And they want to be able to call the shots. They want it to be where EriKa KirK can say whatever she wants and it be manifested and the universe will react to her words. That's what they wanted. Hell to the no. And just because she did that shit, look what happened to her. So I'm going to read this, okay? It's about EriKa KirK, and there was a woman back in 1934, and her positioning is weird because she's connected to a popular Republican just like Charlie Kirk. People say it might be the same person. Y'all see this? What in the hell is going on? Is it some vampirism with this reptilian? Mother is exposing you, EriKa. Y'all see this? And this kind of stuff people are starting to look into now. Their eyes are being opened to that there's way more going on to this matrix. A lot of sneaky stuff. Magic, vampires, clones, reptilians. And look at this. And that's what you get. You talking about a spiritual expose. Mother is doing a number on you. Everybody sees you, EriKa. You wanted to be the queen of Babylon. Wow. So if she wasn't never pregnant and, you know, she got those children from somewhere else, maybe Romania. Y'all hear about that? Okay, so now this is the connection. This is the big, huge connection. The Romania thing where it was child trafficking and all those little orphans were missing. The missing children of Romania. She's over there kissing children and they're disappearing until they kicked her ass out of there. But she didn't pay anything. She didn't have to pay. And who was she involved with? A military general in child trafficking. That was huge because that lets you know that all of the technology, the military, like what I was discussing on the last video, and the hocus pocus with them stealing children, kidnapping them, human trafficking of children. And then her ass got the nerve. She's going on a revival right now. We used to call them revivals. Her ass is going on a revival with Greg Laurie. I'm telling you, I've been in Greg Laurie's church. I'm like, what? Greg Laurie, back in the day, it was not that much. It was like the typical preaching, but then they started teaching you some esoteric things from the script. And Greg Laurie, he was like the guy for spiritual warfare. He would give you directions of how to name it out and how to target it and what to do in spiritual warfare to conquer those demons. That was his job. And do you know he's involved in the child trafficking in Romania too? So that's religion. You see all of these factors coming together? Look at the United States of America right now. Look at it. She's connected to the military. She's connected to Donald Trump. And another mother alerted me early on, because after Charlie got assassinated and things just wasn't going right for her. Everybody saw her hugging up on Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, and she was just creepy and no tears. And she called Elon Musk. After things first started falling apart for EriKa KirK, who did she call? Elon Musk. I said, ooh wee. Oh, Elon, remember? He put out a tweet or Twitter or whatever you call that shit, and he was inviting powerful magicians and warlocks, whatever your esoteric gift was. He wanted to start a gang of magicians. See, I'm telling y'all, I did a video on that years ago. Elon, how's it going for all your witches and warlocks and psychics and astro projectors and all of that? How's it going? Conjurers. It's not going too well. Y'all see how this is all tied together, and it's the same damn people. And you know what's funny, y'all? Because we've been on this mission for years, and it's the same damn people that's really involved. Most of them, the main characters, are the same damn people. Oh, and now we got some coming in that's tying the whole thing together, because Greg Laurie is he's like the OG. The OG of, what do they call it? Well, it's Christian Zionism. He's like the OG, honey. He's huge in Riverside, California. Me and my daughter went to his church because I had just got my divorce. And I was so happy to break away from the bondage of Kojic, until I said, well, maybe the white people understand me better. I can believe how I believe and be free. I went to Greg Laurie's church. Honey, I felt so unwelcomed. I never felt so unwelcomed in my life. And this is back in the 90s. So anyway, I never went back to Greg Laurie's church. Again, it was right down the street from where I lived. Yeah. And when I heard that he was involved in the Romania thing, I'm like, what? And they're talking about little boys was being molested by somebody in his gang that had something to do with that same human trafficking as EriKa KirK. And they're having a revival right now called Make Heaven Crowded or something.
EriKa KirK thing is much darker than I realized. So off rip, it involves heavy allegations. I have read some of the most vile things that I've ever read in my entire life. The allegations against the Harvest Christian Fellowship that are connected to the pastor that EriKa KirK is doing a tour with are even far more disgusting than I thought. And after reading through the complaint, I felt sick to my stomach. I still feel sick.
And EriKa KirK and Greg Laurie are running a revival right now. And they're biting. And those dummy maggots is falling for it. How do you get to heaven, you fools? How do you get to heaven? And her and Greg Laurie is having a revival talking about make heaven crowded. Well, it's not going to be heaven that you all are going to go to. I'm just letting you know that place is going to be real crowded with all of y'all asses and every last one of you from that wicked ass kingdom. That's what's going to happen. Make heaven crowded, and they're falling for it. Christian Zionism will be dispelled. They're imposters. They don't even know where Zion is. They created a Hollywood prop over there in that land they call Israel. They're sham. Zionism is a sham. Starseed United, we are the first Zionists that the Most High rose up. That's why Mother led me to Zion, the true city of God. So we are the Zionists, and that's why we get to call the shots. So we have this religion tied up, all of it's tied up to the synagogue of Satan, the military, AI. We got all that going on, and they're behind the whole sham. Not only that, but EriKa, KirK, her parents. Now, see, this is a huge receipt of who EriKa, KirK is. Her parents have the military contract for AI, artificial intelligence, right now as I speak. So you see where I'm going here? I see you. And all I have to do is see and say. Yeah, talking about saying. Now, there's another major piece on this chessboard of the universe for the Great Reset, and that would be Candace Owens. Whatever Candace did in the past, she had to do. Candace was under deep cover, okay? She's the Most High and Mother's operative. And we be under such deep cover until we don't even know who we are. Candace Owens had to be under such deep cover that she became friends with the man that was chosen to farm all of that evil, wicked violence to come after us. She became his best friend. Had she not done what she done in the past, she never would have got to be friends with Charlie KirK. And so Candace Owens is going after not only EriKa, KirK, but the synagogue of Satan. The same enemies that we have. She has. And she's kicking ass out there because she's putting truth into the algorithms with evidence. That's why they're not suing her. That's why they can't stop her. You know, they're not trying to go to court and have a judge make her shut up because she has evidence. And when you bring evidence with the facts with the evidence, it's undeniable. And Candace Owens is kicking ass. And you better not touch a hair on her head. Her husband's head, her children's head, anybody that she loves in any kind of way. In any kind of way. In a spiritual way, magical way, with weapons, you better not do anything to Candace Owens right now. She's heavily protected. And I'm calling for the Father to give her even more courage and more information. Information is just laid out to her. People trust her because they know she's going to tell what she gets. She's going to tell the truth about it. And they can't do anything about something that's not slander. So I confess that I despise the hell out of Candace Owens, you know, for the entertainment she was giving those white folks. To despise us even more? Are you kidding me? I despised her just like most of us did. But Candace Owens, I forgive her. She made up for all of what she did. Do you hear me? She made up for it, and she's continuing on. And we should be supporting and praying for Candace Owens, and that's what I'm doing. Because the Most High is using Candace Owens to take them down. She received an award. I'm telling you, I thought I should get this award. They gave it to Candace.
story, the anti-Semite of the year for 2024 has been revealed, and it's no other than disgraced conservative pundit Candace Owens. The so-called award is bestowed by Stop Anti-Semitism, a leading nonpartisan U.S.-based organization that combats anti-Semitism. On announcing the honor, Stop Anti-Semitism wrote that from defending Hitler's actions in Germany and mocking Jewish fears over Kanye West's anti-Semitic tweets, to claiming Israel forces Muslims into segregated quarters and insinuating Hollywood is run by sinister Jewish gangs, Owens has been rightfully crowned 2024's Anti-Semite of the Year. Following October 7th, Owens' anti-Semitism kicked into high gear as she spread conspiracy theories about Jews and Israel. Following October 7th, Owens' anti-Semitism kicked into high gear as she spread conspiracy theories about Jews and Israel. This led to her removal from the Daily Wire and suspension from YouTube. She's since been denounced by evangelical leaders and even her own father-in-law. Owens was in good company alongside environmental activist turned Hamas supporter Greta Thunberg and Twitch streamer and Hamas frontman Hassan Piker, rounding out the top three. Definitely worthy of the so-called honor.
Yep, she earned that. I thought I got that though. I think I beat her out on that, but I'm just not famous in this 3D. Because we fought that word anti-Semitism and we won, and they brought it back up again. Yeah, this time they pushed it through Congress while everybody was distracted. Yeah, it's not going to work for you. Nothing you do is going to work. Everything you do is going to fail you. And EriKa KirK has been exposed now for who she truly is and her connections. And Candace Owens is connecting the dots with everybody else out there. Everybody is looking at you. They're seeing and saying too. And all of those magical words going out into the universe against you is going to take you down. All of you players, Synagogue of Satan, the U.S. government, the military, and all of your technology, all of it. Your diabolical plans for Project 2025 and Project 2030. And in this particular case in the courts of the Most High, no destiny swap. We already won. That's why everything is failing you. Evil does not have any power anymore. It cannot sustain. You're done. You're done. Abracadabra. So Starseed United, the real Zionists, let's go on over to Zion. We're marching up to Zion, that beautiful city of God. We're marching up to Zion, that glorious, victorious, that beautiful city of God. Thank you, Father. I know you heard this case. And Mother, I have had a glorious, wonderful, fun time with you as you exposed EriKa KirK in all different kind of ways. Yeah, keep it going, Mother. I'm enjoying the show, and that's what she gets. And Father, all of those things that she's connected to, we brought receipts. Connection to President Trump, the tech bros, the U.S. government, the U.S. military. Her parents own the AI contracts to try to control humanity. Yes, all of that, Father. We brought all the receipts and the connections of how they wanted to pull it off, their Project 2025 and Project 2030 that they wanted in this timeline, in this reset. They wanted to start all over again. And Mother, just like you told me, they were trying to bring over to these United States what they're doing over in Gaza, giving the illusion that nobody could stop them, even if they are convicted in the highest court in their government, the ICC, Netanyahu, convicted of crimes against humanity, and yet he's still killing, giving the illusion that nobody can stop their wicked plan to take over this world, using Donald Trump as the Antichrist. Yeah. And thank you, Father, for honoring my wishes in my script that Donald Trump is super glued to the synagogue of Satan and everybody connected in this diabolical plan to pull a rampage on the planet. All of them are tied together, Father, working together against humanity. And like I said earlier, that, Father, I want you to activate the army ants, the spirit of the army ants on them, because they just won't stop. They can just keep on trying, even though they're failing. Donald Trump still keep trying to start World War III. He keeps on trying to start a civil war. They just want millions and hundreds of millions of people to die. They want everybody to be afraid and in fear of them. And I ask you to increase the courage in humanity. Increase their courage. Abracadabra. Father, these people are going out there. They know what these people are capable of doing and will do because they have done it. Took the man's gun away. Doggy-piled him without his gun, face down, and shot him. And yet, they're moving with impunity, just like Netanyahu, just like the IDF soldiers. The same thing, because they have the illusion that nobody could do anything about it. That's why I want you to activate those army ants, because humanity is making their votes. They're taking their energy and their words out, and they have made their votes against this Antichrist, against Project 2025, against Project 30. They have made their votes. They're rejecting it. And I ask you to reject the whole clan of the evil empire. Reject them, Father, like humanity. I ask you to honor that vote of humanity. They lied about democracy and had everybody thinking that their vote counted when it was all a sham. But in this great reset, Father, I ask you to honor everybody's vote, calculate it, and I know that the majority of the planet is going against these few little people with all of their illusions. They want to build a great city in their Hollywood over there in where they call Jerusalem, as if that's the holy city. You see their diabolical plans, Father? That's where they want to build the capital, on the other side of the Red Sea. Over all of the dead bodies that they killed as sacrifices. And over here in the United States, Father, Charlie KirK, the synagogue of Satan, supported him. It's all out there in the ethers, how they supported him. Just funded him and supported him. Because he was farming all of that evil, racist, violent energy against us. He was farming it. He was planting the seeds. He was watering it. He was fertilizing it. And his wife, I think, EriKa KirK, was supposed to continue on when he got influenced by Candace Owens. The synagogue say he became best friends with Candace Owens. And I know that was your doing because he despised us. He wouldn't go along with their Zionist, their fake Zionist program. And you know what happened to him, Father. And I know he was the plan B. And I know, Father, I said no plan B. And if they try to come up with another plan B, well, just, hey, I don't know who it is, but you do, Father. Let that super glue stick. Let them be stuck with Donald Trump. Let them be stuck all the way through the judgments of Donald Trump. Abracadabra. And this fake Zionism, Father, fake, phony. They stole our magic from us. They used it against us. They just played everybody with these religious belief systems. The Catholic Church, Christians, Zionism, all of this old hocus pocus. And now you're showing how evil that Christian kingdom is that has nothing to do with the principles that the Messiah left for us. And Big Brother, like you did in your human experience when you came here as Jesus, Yahusha. You beat him out the temple. I asked you to beat him out the temple again. Abracadabra. Yeah, let them feel that fire and NATO and blast coming out your mouth. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Father, they've been exposed. We see them, we say it. And I know that you're going to judge this matter and bring justice to the world. I know that we're going to have a peaceful transference of power. I know that they won't creep over into this timeline. Abracadabra. Thank you, Father, for authorizing us to be the first Zionists, to come to your holy place, in your holy courts, and talk to you about these matters. We know that this is our power. The power and the authorization that you've given us to speak to you, and you cause the universe to react. Have fun, universe. I know y'all been waiting to get rid of this evil. We call upon all of our allies from beyond the dome, on this planet, and underneath our feet. We call you all to fight for us, to fight for humanity, and bring on this great reset in a peaceful transference of power to the true King and God of this earth. Abracadabra. Starseed United. If I missed anything, I know the Father heard it all. He heard even more because I had to edit some of it out. I know all of it is covered one way or the other, but this wickedness and this evil is going to leave this planet. They're not going to have to. They already pulled rampage after rampage after rampage after rampage as they colonize the planet. And their diabolical schemes to recolonize this planet shall not be, because I said no. Father, I don't authorize anything else. I just, and all of their actions, they just keep on trying. It's like kind of irritating, but at the same time, it's very entertaining to see how you're taking them down. And we recognize you parting the Red Sea for us, Father. And we thank you, Mother, for all of this divine intel. Thank you for waking up the planet. Finally, people are starting to see the spiritual things that's happening on this earth. Father, I ask you to expose them, really expose them. Let it go viral, these exposés of who's really running these United States of America. Bring on the judgment that you warned them of on August 21st, 2017 and April 8th of 2025. Or was it 24? 24. You gave them the warning, Father. They don't want to heed. They don't want to heed, and it's time for their judgment, and it's time for our destiny. And we want it, Father. We want it. We claim it, and we want it. Our destiny belongs to us. You promised it to us. And I know that you're anxiously waiting to show your compassion on your children so that the whole world will know that you love us. Mother loves us. The universe loves us. Abracadabra. Starseed United, you know what to do. Before that, if you have anything to tell our Father, He's listening. You know what to do. Give your Father praise and glory. Adore your beautiful mother and pledge your allegiance to our big brother, the Messiah, Black Messiah, the King and the God of this earth. Abracadabra. That is the download that I have for you today. Congratulations, Starseed United. Know who you are. Know your power. We're unstoppable, honey. We have the power and authorization. We're writing that script. And it's happening. It's unfolding. Yes, Babylon is falling fast. Hallelujah. Yeah, I know this was a very, very strange. It's just getting stranger by the day. It's strange for me too, but I must tell the truth. And so there you go. I appreciate all of you, Starseed United. I send you infinite love and light, and I do receive yours, and I appreciate all of your beautiful comments and encouragement, your gifts of love. It's time for me to buy another phone. I mentioned it on the last video. I'm leaving it for the end because I know not many people stay to the end because these videos are very long. But if you can help me to purchase another quality phone with a lot of storage on it, I really would appreciate whatever you could send at Cash App, $ the Hebrew Widow. If you're new to my station and you resonate with this message, this is what we do here at Judgment News. We don't just talk about and expose our enemies. The Father has given us the power to combat them. Magic against magic. If you resonate, feel free to subscribe. It's all about resonation. And Starseed United and everyone listening that is in agreement with me, hit that like button. Not to promote this station, but that's you validating that you're in the fight with me. Okay, you guys, until the next Judgment News, your big sister, the Hebrew Widow, the Hebrew Rose of Jericho out. Shalom.